3, 2,
Look, I don't want to.
Welcome back to the Dust Off the Mic podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell me more about your bad life decisions.
It's and they's such a bougie bitch. I really don't care.
The gulf between where you want to be and where you are
I wouldn't let her touch me.
is a lot smaller than you think.
You're just not ready for something. That's what that was.
We'll talk later.
I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed. Because I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted.
Oh my God.
You gotta
So I was like, all right, cool.
You need the patience and the pressure to detonate. I'm trying to blow up.
Gloves are off.
Need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision. I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro. You know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah. Socks with the
Welcome back to Dust Off the Mic, everybody. We have a guest in the studio, question mark? Somebody who has been integral to the growth of Dust Off the Mic and me as an individual. Slaykosy Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Put your fucking drink away and say hello. Look at him.
Hello. Wait, let me get something in here.
What do you got? What are you getting in there? Oh. I love the
you didn't
golf
know
clap.
Discord could do that.
I didn't know a lot of things, and you just, I don't think I've not learned one thing talking to you for more than 5 minutes. All right, let's turn this off. Yeah, you were mentioning that you haven't actually officially been a guest on the show.
Yeah.
And it dawned on me, you're absolutely fucking right, dude. And I never thought of it that way. I always thought, like, well, Slayer's been there with the gaming, he's been there with everything else, and then you're right, I haven't gotten him on the couch officially, but we made it happen. Shut up.
We figured it out.
12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured it out. Welcome, dude. I'm happy to have you.
I'm only here to make sure no one was physically in our messy house.
No. See, that's why there was a question mark, honey. Yeah, I told you. Got an extra viewer, though, didn't I? Now
Yeah.
she's actually paying attention to the show.
I had a panic attack seeing him on the couch. He's like, how the fuck did he get here so quick? Weren't you just playing video games with him? Like,
Yeah, she doesn't know. She doesn't. She on a daily basis acknowledges how little control she has, and it's probably very terrifying.
I feel like your wife and my wife would get along really well
yeah.
because she would do the same fucking thing if I was like had a random guest on my other multiple podcasts that I run, like in the studio. She'd be like, "It's fucking disgusting. What are you doing?"
She thinks that you're gonna immediately come into the house and then look at the carpet. Like she's like, don't tell me don't look at the carpet. Like I'm gonna tour them of my messy ass house. If you're coming in, it's because you got to use the bathroom. Ask anybody who's ever physically been here. Your opportunities for water and bathroom are scheduled. If you need an in between, I gotta put the dog away. Otherwise, she'll try and myrtleize you.
That's what I was gonna get into. It's not just because of possibility of messiness. It's the lethal creature you have in your
the
house.
lethality. Yeah, the Bwan.
Yeah.
My Swiss
The
Army.
what?
The Bwan. Her name's Brandy, but we call her Bwan.
Okay.
Yeah, the Bwan.
I think you're giving your dog a speech impediment. Does it go
No.
arf?
Like, yeah.
Arf?
Arf.
Instead of
Off.
rough?
Off. All right, so let's start off with
I had
some
to change
questions.
before
Yeah, I
I was
appreciate
on
you
the
dressing
podcast.
up. I almost want to come over there and massage your shoulders a bit, but then we realized if I go on the screen, I'm huge. Like I actually have to sit in the chair.
It'll be the only time you're taller and bigger than me.
That's true. It's true.
Not-
or most people.
Not that you're like fat or anything. I'm just really big.
How much do you weigh, if you don't mind my asking?
I actually lost some lbs.
That's good.
I think I'm down to like 215. I think
Okay.
I was at 265.
All right. So would you believe me if I told you like 4 years ago when I started at the place I'm at now, I was at 221.
Yeah, that's not unimaginable.
I mean,
What are you now?
I'm 189.
Okay, fucking skinny little bitch. All right, whatever.
But I'm saying, like, you saying you're much bigger than me. It's not. It wouldn't be hard for you to get down to that weight.
No.
Just gotta eat like a fucking peasant.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That you have to like go broke to eat healthy.
I just think
You know-
the acknowledgement of like you have to spend twice as much if you want to eat healthier, or you just eat a shit ton less, which obviously costs less.
Yeah,
It's a pain in the nuts.
like that's the only option. You can only like $1 million fucking deals or meals, or go to poverty, or like not poverty. What is it? Starvation. There
Starvation. Yeah. Poverty comes first, then usually starvation.
Yeah,
In that order.
which we're pretty close to.
So now that you're officially in the hot seats, I would like to take this moment and thank you very much, and let anybody know who's not subscribed to Slaykosy Entertainment on YouTube, who isn't following him on TikTok and wherever else you'd like, if you'd like to reference. I'd like to thank you for. Oh, I know. I'd like to thank you because there is no way I would have picked up half the shit as quickly as I have, if not for your guidance, for your teachings. And I watch you and I see what you do. Like my BRB screens are based very loosely off of what you do. You're just showing people stuff, clips of past shit. I was like, that's a great idea, but let me make it mine too. I'm taking ideas that you've been doing, and I'm putting my spin on it. And I feel like somebody's gonna look at my shit and then put their spin on it. You know what I mean? And then it's like
it's addicting. It's addicting. Yeah. Once you see something, you're like, I want to do that. Show me a little bit how, and I'll fucking do the rest.
I know I'm not
that's
the first.
Basically what I did.
I know I'm not the first. The person person you've reached out. I mean, I reached out to you on TikTok and just said you were funny, and then it turned into Discord and Twitch and all that stuff. Like, I know I'm not the first. What made you want to start actually reaching out and helping people and helping them build?
I did it immediately when I started. So when I started my channel, I would say 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't take it as serious. I just tried to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And then I just went for it. And then I was like, this was hard for me to figure out. I guarantee it was hard for others. So I just immediately, when I was learning something, I was telling everybody. Mm-hmm. I was like, I can help you out.
Which is what I'm
with
doing
this. And I think it pays it forward. It really pushes your generosity and what you can do as a person, really. And I think I love it. I love helping people. I'm helping my merch.
You're patient.
Yes, I'm very patient.
Very patient.
That's a big key thing when you're helping people out, which I'm terrible when it comes to homework. You better fucking run. My kids hate when I have to help them with homework, but with computer shit, it's so much easier. But I'm helping my merch, what do you call it? Distributor?
Coordinator? I don't know.
She makes the merch. I send her the designs, and she makes them and sells them on her site for me. Okay. I'm helping her out here soon, doing the same thing for you that I've done. Okay. Setting up stream, getting BRB screens. So it's kind of exciting to help people especially when it comes to this.
Show her the logo, man. See if she wants to make some hoodies or some hats or whatever. I'm happy to.
I did get confirmation from her that she is open to as many clients as possible. So if you want anything, go to Triggerwares designs. You can find it in my link. I'll send it to you also.
Triggerwares?
Triggerwares. T with a T. Okay. Yeah. I'm not trying to get you canceled. You're good.
Well played. Fair played. It's not what I was going for, but fair play.
I know. I don't think you did, but I took a shot in the dark. Ooh, shouldn't say that. Anyways, yeah, Continue. You can go to my link, and right there, all of our contact information's there. They're awesome people. They're working on getting shot glasses. I told them, I'm like, as soon as you can get access to that, I'm buying every single one, and I'm sending it to all my friends. So, yeah.
Nice. Let's go. I haven't made any hoodies or hats yet. I've been getting a lot of quotes, like a good Jewish boy.
No?
I've been getting a lot of quotes.
Did you send me something?
I think I sent you a concept, which is pretty much the logo with on a black T-shirt or on a hoodie.
I'm not going to give your address out, but I have a package from New Jersey here. Did you send me something?
I don't think I did. I know I'd asked for your...
Oh, I'm not going to show it.
Yeah, what if it's something weird? But I don't think I did.
I'm not. Well, it has the address.
Okay.
I'm gonna open it in front of you because it's from New Jersey.
What town?
Where's that at?
I don't know. It should tell you a town. What's the zip code?
Perth?
It's definitely not me. All right, let's open it up. Hopefully it's nothing silly.
I hope it is.
No, I mean like silly that you shouldn't be putting on stream.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
9-volt power.
I only know
fleshlight.
like I think
Super
other than the
suck
person
action.
that I met today on stream, I only think I know you from New Jersey.
Really? What is that?
Oh, it's a portable air compressor. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You're welcome,
dude.
I'll take fucking onus to that. Sure.
Is your wife still in here? He bought me a portable air compressor for $80,000.
I didn't, honey. That money's reserved solely for you and your enjoyment, babe. And Slayer got none of it. I promise.
I think I bought that off Temu.
So you have been gaming a long time, pretty much since a kid like me.
Oh yeah.
Little.
Definitely.
What was the first console you had?
First console I had access to was a Super Nintendo.
Nice.
And then throughout the years, I went back and got, I think the most recent, or not most recent, the oldest one I got was the Odyssey. Just so I said I played it, and I played a bunch of games on it, and then I worked my way up from that millennia to now.
Nice.
So,
what's your favorite console of all time?
favorite console of all time.
Yeah, that's a heavy question.
I did a lot of hours on PlayStation 2. A lot of hours.
Same.
But next to that would be my Super Nintendo Zelda. I was always playing that bitch.
I got to give it to my N64.
N64, I got it for a while. I played all the games. Unhealthily amount.
Yeah.
Peed in bottles,
Ooh.
and like made sure I beat stuff. But yeah, Nintendo 64 was, a group game. That's when like, hey, your friends are coming over.
GoldenEye,
That's when you
dude.
bring that one out. Yeah.
You play Dark
And then
Rift.
Turok
I
and
love Turok.
like
Turok 2.
Turok 2, and then I liked Star Fox on that, but I'd rather play it on the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
It was more straightforward.
I think I've only ever played it on N64.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like you're talking
So-
about the Star Fox game, right?
Yeah, so Star Fox was on a couple consoles. Super Nintendo, it was you're a ship and you were like going around obstacles and shooting shit,
Mm-hmm.
and the screen was coming towards you. Where N64, you could do more of that, and like, you played it. You could do more
Maneuvers.
like 3D and maneuver,
Yeah.
and like this was all just like straightforward. So yeah, that was like one of my favorite shits for a long time.
I love that you mixed gaming in with your podcasts. That was probably.
What do you mean?
Well, when I reached out to you, I think it was you and your wife. It was a clip of you and your wife doing your guys' podcast. Shout out Second Menopause. Yeah, I'm gonna drop them all.
Definitely X-rated.
Yeah. Well, I mean but that's funny that the algorithm brought you to me, and I felt it like, because you think how many times do you swipe and don't respond, don't hit a like, don't do any of that, and it was just like something about this couple. I was like, all right, this is what I'm geared towards. And then I went into the profile, I'm like, oh, shitty games too. Holy shit, it's possible to do both. Let's fucking go. I was drawn to that. I'm sure you're not the first person with a podcast to do gaming, or first gamer to do a podcast, but what kind of drove you to do all of the above? And multiple podcasts too.
So like the multiple podcasts is what started me off right away.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I always wanted to do a TV show. I love, YMH, Two Bears, Joe Rogan, like all the big podcasts that are comedy based or knowledge based. And I was like, I want to do that, but I want it strictly to be comedy and maybe sprinkle in a couple, facts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I could definitely do. I can make people laugh. I can entertain. I could do that, but I can't go to fucking Hollywood and do that part of it.
Yeah.
So podcasting got me off the ground, and then my buddy, we were gaming, and he's like, "You should stream," which he came in earlier when you were at work or something today, and he's the one that got me to stream because I was just gonna go straight podcast, and he's like, "You should stream. You're funny. You have a streamer mentality. Like you're like, oh, let's go over here for no reason and make a bit and stuff, which like ties in with comedy, as you know." And that's where I was like, oh, there we go. I found my niche. Podcasting, video podcasting, and get video games. Because then I can like just branch out, do whatever the fuck I want. And that's where it really originated from, is what can I do where I can do what the fuck I want.
It's funny because you were, I mean, I've had people tell me before, but you were the guy who like told me you should stream your games too.
Yeah, like I watched your podcast. After you reached out, I watched like 4 of your podcasts, and then I skimmed through like a bunch of them. You know, your earlier ones where you were like figuring out the audio,
okay,
all the way from the beginning.
Nice. Cool.
I skimmed through those ones, and then I found a couple of like where you grabbed it. You grabbed that like perfect niche, and I'm like, oh, okay, he could definitely do it live. And that's where I was just like really excited. I'm like, let's see if we can get him on Twitch or on YouTube Live. I was even for YouTube Live.
I did YouTube Live when I was working with StreamYard. I did StreamYard a lot, and then I switched over to OBS, and this is way easier. To
be honest, I've been poaching like StreamYard's customers to go to OBS and do live fucking podcast since I figured out I could.
The scenes are cleaner. The way they set it up is, you were right, and I was like, oh my god, it's so much like there's things moving, like I could see my audio and I could see all that, and then I'm like, oh okay, this makes sense why it's a slightly more complicated.
I've been trying to get my one podcasting friend, shout out Gray's Taproom Podcast. I've been trying to get them over to the OBS side, but they're really comfortable in StreamYard still, the accessibility and all that. I'm like, dude, once you use Discord and OBS, you'll fucking be like, shut up, get out of my face.
Take it from Slayer's most technologically inept friend. It's fine. You'll be fine. And it's
you say that, but you're not that bad, bro.
No, I'm a quick learner.
You really aren't.
Well, it's what I don't know. I definitely don't know, but I'm easy to teach, if that makes any sense. And it just takes me a few times of doing it on my own. I like to think of myself fondly as an autodidact. It's just somebody who like strives to learn new things and like
what the fuck is that?
An autodidact?
Yeah,
somebody who is self-taught. You know, like the audio and stuff. This was mostly me reaching out to people and getting it in line, and then okay, this sucked. Let me do this a little bit better. Like it really, like yes, you showed me certain things, but there are certain things that I learned to do on my own after being introduced to it. I like to think of myself as like certain parts of it I will start to teach myself. And then if you'll teach me something, okay, what can I take with that information and how much more can I build on it? Because I don't want to ask you everything, you know what I mean? Because then I feel like I have to pay you. I have to pay you because you're literally taking me step by step.
You never have.
But if I'm going to explore and I'm going to fuck up and I'm going to double my audio, you know, a year and a half in with a comedian friend because I fucked my interface up, like these are things I need to learn. And like you came in, you had this huge crash course of streaming, and then certain people helped you get better. That's a trait of an autodidact, somebody who is self-taught. Even though you can be taught from other people, but seeking guidance is like one of those traits. Remaining teachable.
Cheers.
Remaining teachables. Cheers. Remaining teachable, like because I'm in sales, and one of my biggest pet peeves is when somebody could be good but thinks they know it all, or when somebody
that's
flat out isn't good and thinks they are and thinks they know it all. My favorite people are people who are 100% themselves regardless of who's in the room. People who, regardless of how smart they are, like to learn new shit. And if you're wrong, are graceful in the way they teach you the right. Because there's people that will fucking dive into those scenarios.
Deny it.
Yeah.
And just deny, yeah.
Or if you don't know something, people will make you feel less than instead of trying to bring you to their level. Okay, I'm not on your level, but you helped bring me closer to it. As opposed to being like, oh, fuck that guy. Even though you see...
and then there's the reverse of that where they're like, oh, thank you, master. And it's
Yeah.
like, whoa, dude, that's like, I helped you. Shut the
No,
fuck up.
no. I don't forget shit. I don't forget
Yeah.
nothing. Which is probably, it's a loyalty
I think
thing.
that's, I think
I don't
that's
forget
heritage
shit.
based.
True.
I'm
True.
sorry, I had to get that joke in there.
It's a Jewish survival tactic.
Yeah, it's like we remember.
We remember it all. Well, in fairness, when I was a kid, I went to Hebrew school, and that's pretty much like Jewish guilt on a structural level.
How was that?
It was cool. I have Jew friends, specifically Jew friends.
Yeah.
They grew up alongside me in the normal, not Jewish world, and you could see the difference of cultures for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're great people. I know a lot of I think my job on Earth was to make Jews appear cooler.
Oh, definitely.
I think that's what
I would give that 100%.
That was my
I
father's
don't know why
job.
you're getting a haircut today because it looks fucking fine.
Oh, well,
but you're
'cause
definitely
I like
cooler.
it high and tight. I like it high and tight. I don't know why.
It's still high and tight.
Because if the zombie apocalypse hits tomorrow, this is going to be 2 weeks, and I'll be like, Jew throwing it.
Dude,
These are the things I'm concerned about.
For the zombie apocalypse,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to fucking go in style?
No, I want to go in short hair. You got to.
Why?
It's
Why?
tactically easier to deal with.
Actually, it's wrong.
No, long. You want
your
long
hair
ass
is-
hair?
You know, your hair's like not crazy long, but your hair is an indicator of like danger.
Right.
Naturally,
If my hair is fairly
do
buzzed
that.
on the sides, a zombie can't grab my head and eat my face through
Wear
a
a
fence.
helmet.
Now I got to wear a helmet. What about if the hair gets too big? Then the helmet's too tight. Now I have a migraine. Now I close my eyes a little bit. Then the zombie just eats my neck.
you already have glasses, so you're fucked anyways. What if
Anyway.
they break your glasses?
I have like 4 pairs of these, and they're all transition lenses, just like
I fucking for some reason I felt I knew that answer.
I'll walk
before
outside,
you
come
even
back
said
in,
it.
and look like Stevie Wonder, dude. I don't care. Just fucking Ray Charles. and
Really?
shit out- yeah. A little darker.
Okay.
Little
Oh,
darker.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, I feel like I feel like I'm designed to make Jews look cooler. My father for sure was. My father for sure was just a cooler Jew. Like
Did they
in a
put you through
crowd.
the school? Did they put you through the school because like it was better or something? Like why did they put you through Hebrew school rather than like private or
Well, I did
public?
I did public school.
Okay.
Hebrew school was like for conservative Jews. By the way, when you're thinking Jews, I did not wear top hats. I didn't have the curly cues or none of that. It's very
Yeah.
like a conservative like
Is
whatever.
that yarmulkes though?
Yeah, still, if you go into the synagogue, you wear a yarmulke. I can't tell how many times.
Oh, you didn't wear it at school?
I wore it in the
Oh, okay.
synagogue, which is where my Hebrew school was. Kind of like people go to church
Okay.
and Sunday school and stuff like that. Very similar. Like not everybody goes to a Catholic school. You know what I mean? But some people
Right.
are Catholic, right? You go to public school
Yeah.
and then you go to church, kind of deal. Same difference. Like Wednesdays and Sundays. That's when we were there.
For some reason I think of like Hebrew school and, like that as way more strict than like Catholic school. Like you
No.
have to not the curlies, but like at least the
Yeah. If you go Hasidic,
The yarmulke.
the Hasidic Jews look at Jews
Okay.
like me and they think we're just terrible people.
So there's other branches
Yeah.
of like schools rather than like
sects, I guess you call sex, whatever you call them, sect.
sect.
different
Yeah,
sect.
with a T at the
Yeah.
end. Okay.
I said it too fast and it sounded like different sects.
There's very different
Jews
sexes in-
fucking. There's various
Yeah,
Jews in a
exactly.
pile somewhere in Lakewood, New Jersey.
Dude, I can already see the clips after this that you're gonna make and just be like,
I'm gonna actually. What I was
just-
gonna ask is if you could do them because I always do
oh,
it from my
why?
only because like I like your perspective on
Okay.
our interactions and I don't know. I'll do a couple myself, but I want you to do.
I've
some as
been
well.
I've been flirting with the idea
Mhm.
of back and forth with the camera
Okay.
before my PC took a shit. And like I was getting clips, daily. I'm getting lag of clips on my channel because of this shift in time. I've been a night streamer for most of my career.
Yeah.
Now I'm a day to morning streamer.
Mhm.
So it's a lot different. But before that, I would take the camera and like pin it on you
Okay.
And like you'd have like every time there was a question or like it changed to the other person, I'd switch the
You
cameras.
do like on-site producing, like where you select the camera of who's talking in the moment.
But no, not like live. I just do
Oh.
it in editing
post.
so it
Okay.
looks clean. Yeah. I've been flirting with that. I mean, I'm down as long as you clip it. You know, what you want out. You're like, hey, here, there's 4 clips. I'll make some, you'll make some,
I meant like
and I'll
find the
do
moment.
that.
I meant find the moments you like and you find funny
Oh, okay.
versus the ones I pick. I'll do the editing if you want. I don't mind. I just
All right.
you
So
pick
the
moments.
the $30,000 thing you got me.
Nah, that's not. No, you don't have to clip that. You know what? Second thought, I'm gonna just do it myself. I'm just doing it myself. You're good. You're fine. It's great. This was a good brainstorm, but this is really about you. Tell me more about you.
Okay.
So have you always been a
I went to
Pennsylvania?
Juilliard.
Have you always been a Pennsylvania resident?
No,
Oh,
I was actually born in New York State. I've been around the world. Was in the Marine Corps.
nice. Thank you for your service. I know you
Okay.
hate that.
Yep.
That's all right.
I appreciate it though. It's not like I don't appreciate it. It just, you know, it makes you feel weird. It's like
Feel weird.
it's a participation thing that I feel like I did it. I volunteered. I went in. It's different than like, you know, you got picked to do the job and you're the best, you know? I don't know. It's a weird concept, but
I look at it this way. While I was committing crimes, acquiring felonies, and doing mass amounts of narcotics, you were serving our country for whatever reason it was. You were utilizing your life slightly better than I was, and many other millions of people choose to do that constantly, and I appreciate it because had I not caught those, said felonies and gotten in trouble, who knows? You know what I mean?
well, I mean, yeah.
You gave me the freedoms to do all the drugs I needed to, bro. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And now I get to do
cheers.
them after I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to recreate what we did on my podcast.
What were you keep pulling? No, I have. You can't surprise me at this point, though.
Why not?
Because there's no bottle of anything that you could pull out that would surprise me. What? Code Red's not going to do it.
No, that's not.
No, Code Red's not going to do it unless you have like an authentic bottle of absinthe from like the movie Euro Trip.
I used to actually fucking have it. You're lucky, but I do have this.
What's that?
I do have this.
What do we got? You fuck! Is that why you had to leave the house to go get it? You piece of shit! Now I want a yoo-hoo.
You sprung this episode on me. I was
No,
like, I probably have a week or 2 weeks. I'm like, how can I surprise him? I'm gonna wear a different shirt than I did at stream. I'll wear a different hat. Ooh, yoo-hoo. Yeah, like
Now I really want a yoo-hoo. You piece of shit.
I know I got 2 of them, and I was gonna be like faking that I was giving you one, and then my wife was like, "Is that one for me?" I'm like, "Yep, it is. It's for you."
Drinking my fucking yoo-hoo live on stream. Well played. Well played. So
Yeah.
what's the future plans looking like? Ideally, the 9 to 5 is streaming, and then what do you hope to build from that? It seems to me like you're building a team of streamers.
I really am
A stream
secretly.
team.
I am. I don't think partner streaming is the way to go, to be honest. A lot of people shoot for that partner. I mean, it does give you a lot of opportunities, a lot of big things, but if, Twitch ever goes under or, whatever platform you're streaming on goes under, you want to be able to fall back.
Yeah.
And YouTube is my goal.
Okay.
I don't want to be that average YouTuber though. I want to be kind of like this, games, podcast. I am working on live performances. So I will actually be able to take, like, you can stream off your phone. I'm getting mics. I'm getting chargers. Your last guest, Eric. The
Squatch Talks podcast.
Squatch
host,
Talks.
Eric Spinner.
Yes, there we go. He actually gave me an idea because I was like, I'd love to go on one. He's like, oh yeah, stream it all. I'm like, ooh, I I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
So I've been slowly working on that behind the scenes. So like I will be like obviously it's all gonna be cell phone based. And then I have little microphones
Mm-hmm.
that you clip to yourself so you can talk.
We just got
Think
these
okay?
for on-site stuff.
Oh.
These little fuckers. I don't even remember what they're called. Wireless Me. But they're cool. They got little clips, and they're apparently really decent, but they're expensive.
Okay, I got the cheap ones. I'm trying those ones out first before I
Okay.
go crazy.
Like the
But
$30
also-
Amazon ones. I have those. I could just send them to you. You can have it.
Well, I got these ones off Temu.
Oh.
I
Temu?
also am getting solar panel like packs
USB
that you can
chargers?
take with you
Cool.
to charge your phone to keep on going live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on being like working on a lot of things to like do in the wilderness shit.
Okay.
You know, live though. So that's why I asked your guest. I'm like, how
How's the
good is
internet?
the service up there? Like,
Service is shit, but you can bring an internet hotspot anywhere. I know that from my line of work.
and that's what you brought up, and I was like, okay, so I need to work on that part too. And I'm like, that's where the gold's
As
at.
long as
is
you
like,
have consistent power, the internet won't go. So that's the good part. So you could do it. You saw the video of me going to the amateur wrestling thing, the ACW Assault Championship Wrestling.
yes, yeah.
I started off doing a lot of the stuff like that. Like I want to go to like conventions and
Events,
and
conventions,
events, and
yeah.
because as podcasters now we can get press credentials. Did you know that?
I did not
It's
know
perfectly legal now for anybody with a podcast company, i.e.,
Ooh,
Slake.
okay.
Well,
that. I don't have that company behind me. I just have the name everywhere.
unless of course you happen to have a buddy who owns a media company, and
There you go.
then you just go under my press credentials. All I ask is that you present yourself accordingly.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
They'll be like bare
Yeah.
ass mooning the Senate or anything like that.
Unless it's like the cordial way to do that in that environment. I
Suck
know how
my
to read
ass,
the room.
Congress. Just
Probably not that way, but like at the Adult Entertainment Awards, they're very professional.
Sure,
But you could
yeah.
get away with a lot of stuff.
Hey, listen, I that'd be cool. Get your
Right?
little press pass with a middle finger on it.
Yeah, dude, I would love it, dude. That's what I wanted to do with Slaykosy Entertainment and like all that is just like a conglomerate of like podcasts and streams. But I'm very picky on like to put under, and I know other people are very picky about it too. So I'm like you already have like your conglomerate that you're already working on. Why would
just
you
my
get
brand.
underneath another brand or conglomerate? So like it's just I think like with Slaykosy Entertainment, it's just like a very tight cone, and I'm willing to like partner and like do that way. That's my idea of that. It's like there's comedy, there's like with Brian coming back with Two Jars, like he wants to do a bunch of like skits and he wants to make a movie and stuff. I'm like, I'm down. So like,
If you guys need help with production and everything, and like actual producers and stuff, I'm set up for that too. I'm set up to help.
isn't producer money?
Somewhat. It's like
Okay.
the umbrella of the production company kind of deal. Like
I never understood that.
That's why you might need a Jewish friend.
Okay. Should I say that he's a Jew?
Yeah.
Like,
If you need to sell me on anything that my culture would bring up that sale, feel free to throw it in there.
okay.
Just so you know, he's a Jew. If you want to, a little pass to the Illuminati.
I don't know what that means.
Sure. I'm sure you don't.
Are you guys affiliated
I don't know.
with each other? I don't know that
I
one.
don't know.
means.
Isn't that one of the
I'm always
stereotypes
learning
that
stuff.
Jews are a secret, like, world ruling cabal?
Yeah, but they're not a part of the looms.
Yeah, sure.
are
We
they?
have our feet in banking and Hollywood and media and pharmaceutical.
I
and
don't
healthcare.
understand the looms. I don't understand them.
The what?
The looms.
The looms? Like
A
frugal?
looms.
A loom?
Illuminatis. I call them a
The
looms.
knots? The knots?
Probably too close to a bad group, but I call them a looms.
Yeah, do you? Are we not allowed to say that on stream or something?
Oh, no. I don't know. Probably, but I don't know. I just call them that because it's easier to like. They're being weird. Illums.
See, they don't take out people like me because we have contingencies. We have contingencies set up should our demise be imminent.
You guys have a button?
Just Jews do.
Yeah.
I have a plan. If I'm gone tomorrow, you're fine. I promise. Just call this guy.
Yeah.
Meet him out front of the Walmart.
If they're all gone,
He's going to have about 4,000 things for you to sign, and then
there's
you're good.
no money ever in the world. You have to go back to trading. We control all.
Just a mass email goes out to clear out my browser history.
That'd be cool. You should invent that.
I'm sure it's a thing. A doomsday button when my pulse goes flat, and then an email immediately goes out to my best friends to break into my house and delete my browser
No, not
history.
even that. It just does it for them. It's like your pulse goes 0, and all your like they're like, oh, all my shit's like erased. What happened? It's like,
Elon, if you're listening.
I mean, I know you're pretty busy with
but I know
your heart.
If you could just work it into the next Neuralink meeting, be like, hey, listen, what if somebody dies?
I want that.
Yeah, I want that.
Am I crazy? Am I crazy for that? I want Neuralink.
I don't think I do. I don't think I do.
My wife says I'm crazy for that. I'm like, if I am like, I'm pretty prone to Alzheimer's because of drinking.
Okay.
And I'm already forgetting shit. If I get a Neuralink to do that work for me, I'm not opposed to it.
I don't think it does the thinking for you. I think it gives you access to other things. It's just like expanding on.
Yeah,
it's not like
it's not like
inhibiting
the internet
your
in your
abilities.
head.
Yeah, but it's not like inhibiting your abilities to do things better. It's
like a remote.
It's like linking you to the internet. Like I blink and I'm Googling porn. You know what I mean?
That's what I want. Well, not that. Wait.
Sure.
I need to listen to everything you say first.
Sure. Subconscious folk free on that one.
But yeah, I want to be able to like, oh, I used to remember that, but I can Google it real quick in my head and just be like, boom.
But you can like
it's this.
You can access reminders. Yeah. Like you think of something. You know, I don't know. I don't know what it does.
I hope it does that. Yeah. I'm excited.
That would be
robots are fucking awesome.
The bang bots?
No. As you saw on the last episode before you went to sleep, no.
Come on.
I'm not about that bang bot, bro. Shit. I'm definitely like, hey, can I have a fucking electronical friend? That would be cool. I'd be stoked on that.
Maybe a bodyguard. Like a sentry bot.
Well, sentry and friend, you know?
Yeah,
like,
give him a personality. I don't want him just following me around protecting me. I want him to get my jokes.
And like Anna's like, well, he's not going to go near our chickens next year. I'm like, eventually you'll warm up. He'll stay out of the house when you're not here. Mm-hmm. And then when you're not here, he's hanging out with me doing shows. I'll fucking do a podcast. I'll make another podcast with him.
Yeah.
You
my
know?
Robo best friend.
Dude, I'm down.
Robo bestie. That'll be the podcast name. Oh my God.
It's probably fucking taken. You know, how long did it take you to make this a podcast? Like, to get the name, to figure out, like, your niche?
So the decision process and general idea process probably took me a week or two. From everything of, like, I want to do a podcast to, all right, so if I'm really going to do this, what's it going to be about, to what am I going to call it, to the logo. I pretty much, like... That's my thing. If I have an idea like that I really feel good about, that I feel like this is something I truly want to do, you know, like a real, I don't know if you know what an ikigai type deal is, like something that's your true calling. Once I do it, like I have to like hound into it and make it a thing until it's a thing. You know what I mean? So
what were some of the failed names?
There was no failed names. I had,
you got this one.
Me and good friends like kind of brainstormed, and I told them, because they knew me well. They knew me from sales. They knew me from my past because we talked a lot and all that stuff. So they're like, okay, so you're getting back into comedy, right? Like you definitely want to do that. I'm like, for sure. I definitely want to start working back up on my stand-up. I want to treat it like I'm brand new. Yes, I've been doing it since I'm 17, but I want to go into this fully teachable. Like I don't, you know, I'm not going to pretend like I know everything. They're like, okay,
Yeah.
well, that's cool. So it should be something having to do with comedy. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. It's going to be funny. And then I thought of when I first got into sales, I had a manager who was hard but fair with me. And he used to say, Dustin, there's moments in life where every man needs a fuck you moment. And I go, what does that mean? And he said, you're a guy who, because at the time I was practicing a lot of spiritual principles and I would walk away from a lot of confrontation. It would appear as though I was being walked all over. And in some cases I was. He says, you're a kind of guy who needs a fuck you moment. You need to prove people wrong, and then you need to look them in the face and say, fuck you. I did it.
Okay.
I pushed past it. People are going to tell you that comedy's stupid. Don't fucking do that. You're never going to make it. You're never going to be Shane Gillis or fucking Joe Rogan or whoever. You're never going to be them.
I have a friend like that, and honestly, he's one of my best friends.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
I probably wouldn't
he lives
like
in
him.
he lives in Chicago. No, he gives that you're not going to make it because he knows that
It'll
I'm
motivate
going to
you.
fucking
It'll motivate
me.
you. Okay,
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so my point is, so the middle finger kind of became a thing, and my buddy Steve, who was on the podcast, Steven Leonchuk, shout out, buddy, if you're watching. He's a very critical thinker. He's a very intelligent, educated dude. So I walk into his office because we work right next to each other. I walk into his office and I go, all right, I'm thinking of a podcast. I'm thinking of calling it Dust Off the Mic. What should I do? And he goes, and I hadn't even told him the story of the fuck you moment. And he goes, I've always thought of and I'm like, you give 3 seconds to answer. He's like, and I'm like, 3 more seconds, go. Like, I'd really tried to get him to push it. He's like, I've always thought of like a middle finger and there's a microphone as the finger. And I'm like, that's perfect.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I wanted it to incorporate my name, kind of do like the Joe Rogan experience, but not exactly, but my own thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And you have your name and yours, and so anyway, the concept and the idea was very quick and easily had, and then the design and the inception had been had at that point.
All right.
And it became, okay, how do we do it all? The learning from the idea to the actual time I first hit play is probably 2 months.
Okay. So I think you're very lucky in the fact that Dust Off the Mic was accessible.
Yeah.
Cause it I have gone through. So my first name was Slayer's Drunk Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had Slayer
Mm-hmm.
as my gamer tag, and Slayer's Drunk Gaming. I loved drinking all the time.
Sure.
And so that was easy, and it was lucky. I think luck. And now that I did the rebrand of Slaykosy, that was a little bit of a challenge because I went to my community and took Slaykosy, there was a bunch of them
Mm-hmm.
that had my community pick, and Slaykosy was the one they picked together.
Oh, cool. That's
So
awesome.
and I made sure all of them were available every single day that the window of picking the name was up.
Narrowing it down.
And so but you did it very luckily too. Dust Off the Mic could have been taken from a billion of people, and you're so lucky that you have that.
This is going to sound super Jewy, but there actually have been shows in the past on YouTube, and if you Google it, there are other things that say Dust Off the Mic.
Mm-hmm.
However, as of a month ago, I'm fully trademarked and legal, and it's been checked in the database. I'm not infringing. The logo, this is a perfectly legal logo, by the way. The state of New Jersey fully approved this, and this is my trademark, and that's my brand.
Yeah.
That's my brand. I don't know. I'm sure there have been shows similarly called, but remember, I do Dust Off the Mic podcast, I do Dust Off the Mic gaming, I do Dust Off the Mic comedy night. There are 3 tiers to the whole media company. The actual thing itself is called Dust Off the Mic Media, LLC.
Right.
So I don't know.
And that was something that I was looking into when you told me about it. I'm like, okay, I should do it. And then I searched up, Slayer's Drunk Gaming, Clear.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up my other name, Clear, and I'm like, okay, this is easy to grab.
It's expensive though.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Well, not really. So depending on your state that you
true.
live in and reside in,
Yeah.
it could be cheaper. So I'm planning on moving to, where is it? It was, I can't remember where it was at, but it was fucking under $1,000.
I can get it cheaper, definitely cheaper than that, for sure.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I worked with a place called Ink Authority. Shout out Ink Authority. They manage like my website. Like I just got I've had access to my website, which is dustoffthemicmedia.com, which I have the domain name. It's mine. I pay $5 a month for it, and I renew every year. I just got access to make it actually look like the website. That was like my next step. It's not just some, PowerPoint looking.
Oh yeah,
comedy,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It looks very bland,
Yeah.
like somebody made it for me. What the hell point was I making with that?
You just contacted them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just
to-
contacted Ink Authority. They handle everything. They don't handle your taxes, but they'll get you your forms and stuff. They'll get you your paperwork set up with whatever state, as long as they operate there. They help you with everything. They also help you with scammers too. You don't you don't need OSHA handbooks in a podcast studio. Just I bought them because I got fucking roped right into that, and my guy's like, "You shouldn't have done that."
Yeah,
you have them now.
My question was that, like, with that, like, you're not making a profit, correct? Yet?
Not really. In order to make a profit,
you have to hit a certain dollar amount.
No, I don't know. I'm not really making money. Like my comedy shows have brought in money, but through negotiation with the 25 Club and myself, I'd say about 90% of the money went into paying the comedians, paying the club to provide food for it.
You're putting it right back into the business.
And then promotion for the next one. Like I paid a buddy of mine to help me, bring his audience in a little bit, like promote a little. He gave me a few shouts, and he gave me a deal for the amount of recognition that he brings. He gave me a little bit of a deal, and this is all stuff that goes back into it. So I'm not really I don't have a banked anything, but yeah, the shows do make money. It just gets thrown right back in.
I'm not being a dick. I'm just asking because like my idea of doing that is, hey, I need to make a profit before I can share it to, hey, this is making a profit, so can I get
if
the
you don't make money, don't
and
claim
everything.
Shit. I'm not really I'm not claiming anything this year. I'm literally gonna I'm gonna prove to my accountant that I spent all the money on things that went into the business, and I didn't just buy food or whatever, buy stupid shit.
But you have a job yourself.
Yes, I have. I'm a career salesman,
and you're working your way into
flipping it out,
stand-up comedian and podcaster and gamer now. So that's where I'm at. I'm podcaster, gamer, and then stand-up.
Okay.
I think once I get enough of that and then go, I can actually do stand-up properly and actually tell jokes rather than struggle with my area. It's basically my gas money to get somewhere where I can have a wider and more diverse audience. Because if I have that, I think I could fucking really kill. Versus if you don't talk about 3 things around me, the Bible, fucking drugs, or alcohol, your show's gonna go bad.
Right.
I try to bring up fucking Game of Thrones when it was booming. Deaf ears.
Nothing, huh?
Until somebody heckled, and then I destroyed the whole room. As soon as I can heckle, or get somebody
those
heckle.
Are the shows that you need. You need those. And you said you have an area that's not a lot, it's not populated or anything like that, or there's not a lot around you.
There's not a lot of events, going on. Nobody wants to hear a comedian while they're having, the Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I would beg to differ, only because I think if you set up,
I did it for a short bit before COVID, but
okay. So you had shows around you for a little.
Yeah, I had open mics.
Bring it back,
dude. You have no idea. Our bars are dropping off the face of the earth.
Really?
There's fucking 1 bar in my town. There's 3 bars that aren't part of a Legion or a club in the city I live near.
I love the Legion.
Yeah, it's awesome, but they're not there to do anything.
They're bikers. They're bikers.
Oh, not that. No, they're
not that
usually
kind of
veterans.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
And their tight window of customers are summer only.
Fair
So
enough.
like, I mean, I could make excuses all I want. My buddy Brian, he's been trying to get back into it, get more contacts. He's a musician, and he's been a part of a bunch of bands,
Okay.
and so he knows that world of how to get in. Be like, hey, instead of a band, we would like to do a comedy night. And so we're working and refining that. So like I am opening up what you told me to do is like open up your area to comedy. So we're working on that.
Even if
But
it's just to get the practice to make it worth it to go somewhere else. Even if it's like, all right, yeah, these people don't seem to care, but you're not there necessarily for them. I know that sounds weird as a stand-up comic, like, but you got to find your voice and what you talk about, because if you have your words and your feelings going into your sets, your crowd will appear. If you record everything, like, yeah, so the crowd sucks balls. The New Year's show, there's like, I don't even want to use half of the stuff because they were so
I'm so happy you
drunk.
found the fucking
I had Steve Neely and I think I got Manny Muskets in my studio the other day and on Sunday, because I gave him a bunch of.
By the way, he
podcast
found his
equipment.
camera.
He did find Kim found her
Thank
camera.
God.
Yeah. And she
yeah,
sent me all the
sorry.
stuff, but I didn't want to use a lot of the clips because they're shit faced, and there's not a lot going on in the background. It doesn't sound like we're killing it, but I'm still. You watch Steve Neely do his thing. He's still comfortable going through his motions. He's still going okay, and he did the best out of all of us. And then in the same thought, he was like, "Oh, I don't like the way this looks. I look too skinny," and that my brain went into hypocrisy mode. And I'm like, bro, if you're gonna feel that way, you're never gonna post anything. You're gonna find reasons not to post, and then you're never gonna go anywhere.
But he did the best.
He did the best, but he still thinks he was still insecure about it. And then I hit him with the same thought pattern in reverse. I was like, you got to do it, otherwise you're gonna psych yourself out every time. He's like, that was great, and then I'm like, fuck, I've been psyching myself out too.
I have noticed that about streaming and posting videos. Like I'll edit one together. I've watched it 500 times. By the 500th time, you're
like
not
shit.
laughing anymore.
No.
And like you're just like, honestly, I just tweak it enough to like still keep on laughing. Show it to my wife, and if she's laughing, I'm like, send out.
Yeah.
If she's not laughing, I still send it out. And like it's just like I've gotten you have to like just keep
you have
on
to,
pushing
because
out.
even if it's not funny to you, it came out of you and it came from you, and somebody might like that. You might say the next thing that starts the next idea, and then they become a lifelong fan because you started their idea, or you never know.
Yeah.
So I kind of hit him with that, when in the same sense, like, the point I was trying to make was like, who gives a shit if your crowd sucks? Who gives a shit if they don't even really want to be there? If you're performing for fucking 4 people, so be it.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I just want 4, or not even 1. That's the problem I'm
put me on
facing
FaceTime.
with this whole thing.
I'll do it. I'll be
there. We go. Just have
I'll buy a
do a
ticket. I don't give a
stream.
fuck.
Do a stream, and just be like,
Find a
I'm
homeless
at
person to be my proxy.
Joe Holmes bar, doing stand up, and everybody's online. Like,
hey man, I have no doubt in my mind that eventually comedy shows are going to be like the last pure form of like entertainment on the streets. And like, you go into a comedy club, like that's your, like, you know, live music. Maybe
it's growing rapidly because of the shitty shows that I'm not saying all music performers, but I will call out rappers. Fucking, you better get your shit on par, because everybody else is killing it in the industry.
I'm very
and
picky
everybody
about my rap.
but like, even if it's the best rap ever in your car while you listen to it with friends at a house party, you go to the show. Oh,
rap is
like, are you kidding me?
It depends on the show. Not every rapper does good live,
and it's most of them.
Yeah, I give you that.
It's crazy.
I saw Snoop Dogg
alarming
and
amount.
Cypress Hill.
That was best.
That
right?
was phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly. But like, that was the old school mentality. These new rappers are like, oh, I just have to go up there and sing.
Yeah, no.
Like, no, you have to give a show.
I haven't been to a rap show in over a decade.
I haven't either.
Not one that I think is worth it.
I've watched them.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's really sad, dude.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that wants to be an artist is just like hustling. And here's the funny part: if you're a better hustler than you are an artist, then the market gets flooded with shitty music.
Yep.
If you're good at marketing yourself and you're good at that, then people like take to you. And then the people who are like, this is ass. Why am I hearing all of this? Well, the guy's just a good hustler. I hate to tell you. Or he hired the right guy to hustle.
I wonder which I am, because I love to, but I'm a marketer when it comes to personal. So if I'm loving the idea or I use the product, I will give you the best fucking marketing in your fucking life. I will hype you the fuck up. You will want to drink, eat, play, anything that I'm fucking doing. But then if I don't like it, you're dead to me. Like it's like black and white when it comes to marketing. I mean, that's why my parents and my wife, she's like, you could sell anything. I'm like, I know, but I feel bad because I don't believe in the product.
That's
where
important.
I think as a salesman, you have to do it no matter what, right?
Yeah, it helps to. You're right. Believing in your product definitely helps, only because the customer can see if you believe it or not.
Yeah.
Like I sell RVs, travel trailers, and stuff like that. That's a lifestyle thing, you know. It's like boats. You can tell by about 5 fucking minutes in if somebody's.
Can we talk about the stinky?
What? Boats?
Can we talk about the stinky?
The stinky. Did you rip ass?
No.
What happened?
Yesterday, the stinky.
The stinky. What are we talking about?
You came into my chat and said stinks.
Oh, no, we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it. This person smelled like fucking 8-day-old alcoholic diarrhea festering in a desert sun inside of the carcass of a dead iguana.
And you had to sell to the motherfucker.
Oh, he didn't buy. His credit smelled just as bad as him. Fuck, man.
You know what? Actually, I am surprised about that because I was going to ask you, did he buy?
No.
And I honestly thought he was going to buy because usually...
He would have loved to have bought.
Usually, it's... When it happens like that, you get that gold mine. You know? You get like, dude, I don't have to work the rest of the year. Commission paid my fucking mortgage. But I've never made a commission
where I didn't have to work the rest of the year.
But you think about it, like, that's that story you see on TV and stuff. You're like, oh... That's that commission. All right, I'm going to deal with it. Sell to this guy. He bought 80,000 fucking RVs. Like, I was hoping that for you.
I sell myself. So you were talking about, like, believing in what you're selling. Like, I sell myself in sales and in my show. And I sell me because, first of all, no one else is going to, you know.
Right.
Secondly, like, if you're buying something from someone and you don't trust them, you're not buying. I'm not. I like as a guy who's been in sales. I'm not. If you are acting shady or I don't trust you or you seem like a robot to me, like that is the deal. Better be phenomenal. And it better,
hello there.
Yeah.
Like, hey, buddy, how are you? Oh, you brought the little ones with you. Oh, great. Yeah. What's up, buddy? And tussles their hair and shit. Fuck off, my kid. You know what I mean?
That's very weird in this age.
She's 12. Back up. Anyway.
I know, exactly. Get the fuck away from my kid. Exactly what you said. I'm going to have some Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, enjoy. Is it good? Did you shake it? You didn't shake it. I didn't see you shake it.
Dude, I don't have to.
You have to.
No.
Don't drink that.
Listen.
Unshaken.
Listen. So, I bought this just for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping that my little rinky-dink gas station had this.
Mm-hmm.
To like basically pull a prank on you.
Sure.
On your own show. And I was, checking out and my one card declined. I was like, okay, I knew that one was going to. I get the other card out and it went through. As I'm doing that, the cashier shakes it for me, said, have a good day. Have you ever had the nicest fucking cashier ever in your life?
Guy looked you out. That guy fucking loves Yoo-hoos.
Yes,
get
dude.
Him a Christmas,
he shook
him a Christmas
both
card.
of them. I bought 2 of them.
Get him a Christmas card.
Mm-hmm.
What is his name? Did you learn his name?
I know him from high school.
Oh, yeah. Get him a Christmas card.
But I don't think he knew me because I didn't have a beard when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely fucking. I'll probably give him fucking $50.
Nice. Just for shaking that Yoo-hoo.
Yep.
I mean, that is a really like assumptively nice thing to do.
But have you ever heard of anybody do that?
No.
Ever?
No.
Like, be appreciative and be like, oh,
hit the
yeah,
bottom
you need to shake
them.
that.
I hit the bottom of them. Do you do that? Like,
if he did that, dude, $100.
He's like,
$100.
He's like, is that cash or credit, bud?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my Christ, dude.
Isn't that crazy? I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm gonna play a choke on him, and then my cashier was just like, you need to shake these.
I have a really good relationship with all of my 7-Eleven and Wawa people.
Oh, this wasn't a major chain either. This is like
a bodega
mom and
gas
pop
station.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a really good the first 7-Eleven closest to my house built when I was like 7 or 8 or something like that. It was like the first place me and my friends could walk to by ourselves. It was
We
like,
got a Walmart.
so cool. It was so cool. 7-Eleven.
They serve alcohol there, I heard.
No, it's Jersey. There's no alcohol in our 7-Elevens.
Oh, that's
yeah, it's
sad.
lame. That's why my mom let me go. She's like, yeah, you go grab a soda or something.
You could get ciggies there though,
And
right?
then my first if you were old enough, or if you sat out front and begged enough, but that wasn't happening. But my first 7-Eleven guy's name was Harold. Hello, Dustin. How are you? Hey, my name Harold. He's
Trying to pin the dialect.
like-
Okay,
like,
here we go.
I don't know, some Middle Eastern type. But he
That
was
was
a very
Middle
nice
Eastern?
guy. Yeah, he was a very nice guy.
I was
fucking know.
not thinking that. It was closer to like Arnold's area. I was like,
Get
yeah, it was
your
so
fucking yoo-hoo and go.
yeah,
Get out of here.
exactly. That's how close of a dialect
No, he's
change
like
you
this.
had.
He like this, man. Hello. I don't know.
Okay, I hear it now. Yeah.
Hey, hello, Dustin. How are you?
Very
Yeah, you have to
soft spoken.
You have to hit that in there,
Hello.
and then you got it.
Hello, yes, it's good. Yeah.
I love you. I love fucking with your dialects because it's like I feel like I'm helping with the like tuning. I'm like, yeah, just a little bit more. There it is. Perfect. Put that on stage. But anyways, yeah, go ahead.
No, that's it. I had a good relationship with him. He was cool.
Oh.
He was cool. They, my friends and I were like the good kids in the 7-Eleven, and when the rowdy ones came in, we're like, hey, fuck off. This is our 7-Eleven. Banana. Doing like West Side Story shit.
Banana.
Banana. Banana.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you straight go to musicals and not like fucking New Jersey? You know, like.
If you're a jet, you're a jet all the way, dude. I don't you fucking judging me.
Can't wait to own my Honda Civic. Like.
My stiletto knife.
Yeah.
Everybody
it's
had
a
a broken
comb.
bottle.
It's only a comb.
For my beard.
Yeah.
I got a
It's
haircut
like,
today. You know.
You don't want to
Just
fuck
get it in
around
there.
our 7-Eleven at all. Holy shit.
So what? We were in Delta Force earlier.
Yes.
That's probably one of my favorite free games so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far.
So far,
That and Apex.
multi-shooter.
Apex was probably.
I fucking hate
Really?
Apex now.
Oh,
Now it's been like demonized with cheaters and like actual
sure.
cheaters, not like me being like, oh, it's cheating. Crazy amounts
Yeah.
of cheating and hacking.
Like aimbots.
But Delta Force is nice and new. There's
No
different
hackers yet.
variants.
Oh really?
Yeah, like Warfare
Oh, you
and
mean like the gun
Tarkov.
modes. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's never been accessible in one game. They have a third one that they've been working on. So that Black Hawk.
Black
Black
Hawk
Ops?
down. Black Hawk down.
I'm super excited to see what that's about when it comes out. But I mean, I applied for everything through their channels. I was like, I'm a content creator that plays it now religiously. Would love to be part of your team. I did everything. I'm waiting for that, but
That's awesome.
it's a good game.
We're back.
Sorry.
After a technical difficulty and a smoke break.
Yep.
Sorry about
I
that.
did it on
everybody.
purpose. I hacked them. No.
My cigarettes hacked him. What were we talking about?
Delta Force.
Delta Force, yeah. So you submitted in. You're gonna try and get some like some actual dev backing from them. You're trying to like get a sponsorship going.
No, not that far. Just like, hey, I'm here too.
Okay.
I'll promote your shit because I love the game. but I've never had a game that actually goes like two different routes. Usually it's like Call of Duty kind of did it with
Mhm.
a bunch of extra steps where this game is like, hey, you like Tarkov? You like Battlefield
Yeah,
and Call of Duty?
we
We can do both
we got game modes
very
just like
easily.
it. Yeah,
And they have like a little bit of Apex Legends in there.
yeah, a little
Each
bit.
like character has their own, job. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think Stone Mountain plays that like professionally. I think they have a Stone Mountain 64. You heard of him?
No.
You've never heard of Stone Mountain 64? He did a lot of Call of Duty. I can't remember which game he started with. I think I want to say Counter-Strike was his first game, but I know him from Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, he's super.
He
big.
did PUBG. He would do like the.
Go to this
Did you ever see the
playlist.
PUBG clips where they're in the lobby in the plane and he's like,
Oh, okay.
he's like, all right,
Yeah.
soldier, we're going to get going. He like lead the platoons and all that shit.
Yeah, he's a big, Call of Duty fan, but he played Starfield. He's played
He plays a lot.
Helldivers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which streamers
Yeah.
would you say are your biggest inspirations? Like, which ones do you? What's your pleasure scroll as far as streamers go?
To laugh would be Sketch.
Okay,
I think the kid's fucking hilarious.
that's funny.
He's down to earth. He's like he had that like scandal and he was going through a rough fucking time.
I think
He
did
laid it
right,
all
though.
out.
I think he did it right.
No, well, yeah,
Didn't
but
try
like
and hide
he hit it. He hit it for as
Until
long as he
couldn't hide it
could.
anymore.
And when it came out, he's doing the comedy thing. He's pushing back on it. He's like, "Yep, I did that," ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Like and making other people
yeah.
uncomfortable like he was, and it was a really dark time in his streaming. So it's like really transparent of him. Like I love watching, clips. I don't like watching their streams of Tim the Tap Man. He's always a really good one. I keep on seeing, stupid fucking streamers. Mostly the people that are on Kick. I hate those people.
I don't even know what Kick is.
Don't.
Okay,
It's
Sounds good.
disgusting. I'll tell you off the podcast.
it's okay.
It's fucking gross.
Hmm.
But like majority of it has been comedians and podcasters that are comedians
Nice.
that influence like everything I do. So like you said earlier with the like Joe Rogan feel, but also your own niche. Mine is like, my logo for the second Metapause is very Joe Rogan-esque,
Mm-hmm.
but then our show type is YMH.
Okay.
Your mom's house
Yeah, yeah.
podcast.
Uh-huh.
And like so it's like a mix of those, and like my other ones are like heavily on it looks like drinking, but I've had guests on there that are so like completely sober, and
Yeah.
we still have a podcast. It's not like what compartmentalize is, if you could say that. Is that
Compartmentalize.
how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
Did I say it right?
You were pretty close. I'll give it to you. We'll count it.
You don't have to like put yourself in a box with
Okay.
podcasting. If you're somebody in chat doesn't like what you watch, you could fucking move along. There's a billion of people,
Yeah.
multiple billions of people that would like it. So I'm in that mindset where, okay, yeah, it's not for everybody, and especially not for younger than 18.
Yeah.
And that, as my friend says, the one that checks me is like, you're never gonna make it,
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you've put yourself in such a category already by being 18 plus. And I'm like, that's what I want, because I don't want to deal with the problems with
Yeah. I don't want to talk to kids.
show. Well, it's not just talking. It's just like, if they view my shit and their parents get on there, Mothers of America fucking will come and be like, this needs to be taken down. So I'm like, 18 plus, I'm safe. And I'm okay with that, because I don't ever go under par of that. I say fuck. I say all these words.
Yeah.
I can't not do it,
Sure. No, I get it. I think I have probably 3 streamers that I started watching. It was right around like the Shroud Doc era of PUBG.
Okay.
That was probably, and then I really liked the Vanoss guys, like Vanoss Gaming, H2O Delirious. You know, you had
Is that the ones that did the Battlefield 7 Days to Die content?
they do all
Were
sorts
they-
of shit. They do a lot of
But
Gmod.
it's like story based.
They did a lot of Gmod. They did a lot of GTA. They did a lot of they do sketches. They do sandbox. All kinds of shit. If you go to Vanoss Gaming, he's probably one of the biggest streamers in the world right now. Maybe not right now, but was. And I like Aqua FPS, dude. Aqua FPS is probably one of my favorites. That's probably the most consistent viewership I have on Twitch, is in his streams. Aside from Slaykosy Entertainment, of course.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I don't get first in his chats ever.
Yeah, because
5
you have
seconds. 5 seconds.
You have to put 5 G's down to make sure you get your first name up there. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I've been training for that day that happens. So, like, in my chats and my streams, I pretend that there's millions of people in here. And I try to keep up with chat, but, like, sometimes it goes a little faster than I could read, which is not fast at all.
Okay.
So, I already am ready for that part. But other than that, like, I turn off viewers on my stream. If you're in there, I'll try to read it. I'll tell my wife, I'm like, you're a better reader. Why don't you read chat? Give us some ideas of where to go. But other than that, it's a lot of pretend.
But I think you enhance parts of yourself. It's not so much pretend. You kind of just bring out certain parts of yourself. Sometimes exaggerated, sometimes not.
Right.
But I don't think you're pretending to be anything.
That's what I meant. Like,
okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I
Good.
enhance.
Good.
Yeah, you're right.
Ain't no fake shit. Ain't no pretend. This real out here.
It's a wrong word to say. It's real shit out in New Jersey. No, but yeah, I enhance. Like how many people are there. But I've always done that from the very beginning. I'm like, there's nobody in chat, but I'm going to talk like there's a million people in chat. And I feel like that's a better way to stream than sitting there playing a video game and just wait. Because I can't do that by myself, Like, when I'm not gaming on stream and I'm gaming by myself, I'm talking all the time.
Same.
I'm like, going down
here. Yeah.
I'm
fucking
grabbing
guy.
this loot. Yeah, this fucking
die,
guy.
you bastard.
There's a lot more censored words I say off stream. I'm not gonna lie, but it's what you got to do.
Sure. I think gaming culture as a whole has changed quite a bit since we started, since we picked up our first consoles. One, online gaming changed everything, which you're talking like first era Call of Duty lobbies, going from the most toxic things that you could possibly hear, aside from the depths of the dark web, to this now. I mean, it's like we were talking about when the new GTA comes out, we're going to get that. We got to be on.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm going to get that. You got to get it, dude.
I don't know.
It's going to be endless.
We're not going to be able to
content.
play with each other.
Why wouldn't
once. Not right away. I think there's going to be a lot of bugs. I think the game will be full. They've had enough time to make sure the solo play game is full. But to play online, I think they're going to have a lot of bugs. It's going to be like the Netflix version of the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. That's going to happen when you play online. Well, but when you play the game,
storyline until they figure
it
out.
Yeah,
you could still come up with so much shit in one player mode, dude.
Yeah,
you can take challenges from chat or whatever. You can do a lot of stuff.
I agree with you there. I think that's gonna be the main thing, and then there's gonna be a few huge streamers that do online. It's like, it's fucking broke, it's dead. We'll bring down the cost of the game, and then I'll buy the game.
Yeah, that's when you'll slide in.
That's when I'll slide in. I'm like, oh,
such a good Jewish
sucks?
boy. You've been hanging out with me too much.
Right. I faked being a Jew.
Did you? Tell me.
Yeah, so we didn't have any Jews in our school, and one day I learned a little bit too much from books, and I wore got a yarmulke and went into school, and I almost got a scholarship for
Huh?
being the only Jew in school. And I had to tell my teachers on the side, I'm like, I'm not really Jewish.
I just love the headwear. I'm
Nope.
not
I
really
was just
Jewish.
like, I just wanted to have a
Attention.
thing. You know? Yeah, I was a piece of shit when I was a kid. Before the Marine Corps, I was seriously a piece of shit. And I did that. I did that.
I think all kids are pieces of shit sometimes. Every
Yeah.
kid has their own piece of shit tendencies.
And that's a big one to like I kept it up from
Yeah.
high school or middle school to high school until I graduated, and everybody called me Jew. I even carried, gold around my neck. Um, I did all the stereotypes for people not to hate me, to love me. I'll give you that. Everybody loved me, but I gave all the stereotypes. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I knew all the Jewish holidays on par.
Oh.
I was really good. I was really good at being a Jew, faking a Jew. I was. I'm
Probably better
I'm not
than
gonna lie.
I am at actually being a Jew.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, dude.
Yeah.
Other than the accidental hiccup of food, I was probably the perfect Jew.
Well, on behalf of the Jewish population, I do forgive you for your stereotyping of my people. I forgive you.
Okay.
I'll give
Yeah,
you,
I
I'll
think
give you
I-
a J card.
I
Not
gave-
that you needed my permission, but
I gave our community another
type of person.
ethnic
Ethnicity.
group, really.
Yeah.
And
I was
it was
diversifying
mostly
my small ass town.
it was like white, a couple black kids that were also white, and now a Jew. And and like the one person, it was my math teacher. He's like, I see what you're doing. I'm not going to say anything, but I see what you're doing. And I didn't find out till I graduated. And I told him like, no, I can't. I didn't earn this. I'm not really Jewish. My family's Methodists or whatever. I don't know what they were. Like I was like, no, I can't accept this. And they're like, oh, okay. And my math teacher's like, I knew you'd do the right thing. I'm like, okay, that made me feel a
I
little
wish I
better.
could have done the opposite. I wish I could have been not the Jew. I wish I could have just like gone through school and people didn't know I was the Jewish kid.
But you're in a high populated area of diversity.
Meh.
Like
Nah.
not crazy diversity, but
Nah.
enough.
It's the Pine Barrens, dude. It's the middle of the fucking woods.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. It's just and then 20 minutes one direction we got Camden, and then 20 minutes the other direction you got banjos playing and like Chatsworth.
No diversity. No
Just-
diversity versus
I mean, we are I don't
Pretty
know.
good.
My town's like I guess a little melting pot-ish now.
yeah. But when you went through school, did you have,
A few black kids and then like 2 or 3 of my Jewish friends from the area, maybe.
that's more than my school had?
Yeah, but I didn't want to be there.
Why not?
Because anytime somebody's pissed at you, you're just the fucking dirty Jew. Like that's the fucking... Anybody trying?
Shit.
My last name's Yellowitz, dog. Do you know how many things rhyme with wits? Shits, clits, bitch,
Oh.
tits.
Honestly,
Kids are cruel.
as a comedian, I thought you would be leaning into that more. Be like,
I do. I'm only
that's
angry
funny
about
as
it.
shit. What?
I'm only angry
No, when you
about
were
it
a kid.
for comedic purposes. I wasn't a comedian then, but yeah, now it's now.
I've been
now,
always
now-
a comedian.
I-
I've been it since I was born.
Fair enough.
My son has it. He
was-
has the problem
Oh.
of being a comedian.
the ability
And
to point
like,
out all the bullshit.
Yep, and
Yeah.
he's also like, oh, he can revert that. He's like, oh yeah, that was definitely my bad. But he'll flip it and be like, at least I'm not him. Like he'll fucking flip it, I'm like,
Born savage.
shit,
He's
you're
born
just
savage.
like me, dude.
Well, now that we know it's super easy to pretty much superimpose you onto the couch, you could be a return guest whenever you like, buddy. And I
All right, I'm gonna
apologize.
beat-
I
I'm gonna beat your
apologize.
buddy.
I
I'm
apologize.
gonna beat your buddy.
You're gonna beat who? Which one?
Your record holder. I mean, I'm already record holding right now.
Yeah, as far as like per stream, per show, you've
No, I'm your first online guest.
No. My first
In your chair?
online guest was Django from Django's Truth.
Okay.
Yeah. That was about
But-
a year before I met you.
Oh, okay. So you did this.
This was StreamYard. That was StreamYard.
Oh, wait.
He pretty much came into a StreamYard call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. I'll get a record.
This is
there
definitely the
somewhere.
coolest online guest for sure.
Shut up.
This is definitely the best laid out because it definitely looks like you're in the studio right now. I do enjoy this. This is gonna be fun to edit.
He was really here.
He was here, babe. He looked right at the fucking carpet.
Yeah,
He looked
exactly.
right- he's like, "You nasty bitch. How do you live here?"
I wouldn't do that. I
No,
swear to God.
she'll fucking hunt you down.
I'm gonna
And
do
me.
the finger wag from what's his face? No,
No,
no.
Dikembe Mutombo. No. I
No,
guess
I'm
we could
super
cut it
happy
there.
to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you.
Oh yeah.
We got to get one of those meetings together so I can learn more stuff and build from there.
Yes, we have to figure out your bots and
Yes.
get you ready for affiliate status because I'm gonna get you, dude.
So what
I'm
is
gonna
it?
spoil
I have
you.
to get to a certain amount of people, or is it a certain amount of time streamed? I'm still confused. Or is it?
So it's like both. So
Okay.
you have to get to an amount of people. I
Mhm.
think it's like 100.
Yeah,
Once you hit 100,
I'm at 40. Follow
Yep.
bitches.
you have to market a little bit more than you have been.
Yeah.
And then it's the time streaming, which I noticed. Like there's three things. There's another one that you have down locked. It's that like, I think it's like certain days a week you have to stream,
Mhm.
which is kind of difficult for your position right now.
Sure.
But if you just do like, hey, I'm going to do an hour streaming, just like to fill that gap,
hmm
that's another check. But
Okay.
once you get that follower base, that 100, you'll get it
Yeah.
immediately because like you're religious with the Wednesdays.
I'm trying to be.
If you don't have a guest, you
a game.
you game. So that's perfect right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, just look over your affiliate
Okay.
thing in Twitch and it will lay it out for you. And you just have to market a little bit better.
Okay.
Fuck, I've been thinking about myself doing cards and billboards just to break 1,000.
Billboards.
Yep.
Really?
I've been thinking about my area renting a billboard for whatever. I think it's like 3 months you can rent a billboard.
Didn't you just say there's like nobody where you're at though?
There's nobody that are watching, but if it's up on a billboard, people tend to look it up for some reason. That's how weird my area is. They're like, if it's on a billboard, let's check it out. Where like you go down to
It's-
Florida or major cities, they're like,
Respect the billboard.
their billboard doesn't have animations. Get the fuck out of here. Like
They don't have a
like,
SKU code or anything, fuckers.
yeah.
All right.
So I've been thinking about that and like just business cards, just be like, next time you sell a fucking, after the sale's done, I'm saying this, after the sale's done of your RVs, you just slip in your other card and be like, oh yeah, I'm
I've
also
been
a
handing out
podcast
these
streamer.
bad boys.
Probably not the best.
I've been
I would
handing out
go
these bad boys. I'd be like, listen,
not when you're selling.
listen, this place sucks. Get me out of here. Like and subscribe. God damn it. Also follow
Think of
Slaykosy
standard-
Entertainment on YouTube.
I think a standard like black card with, hey, I do a podcast too, would not hurt your business.
Leave us with a parting word, Slay.
Okay.
Leave us with a parting word.
Let me think.
Go for it.
Let me think.
Take your time.
I need a man to lay me down and give me something to feel.
There we go. That's my word.
All right, fair enough.
Thank you.
Thanks for
so
coming
much
by.
Yeah.
Peace.
I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the please. Up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice. These my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you will.